Welcome back to Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and right now I'm going to update you guys on what happened on AMC stock today. There was a new trend line that I discovered that AMC could potentially be trading on, and I want to show you guys that. So before we get into this trend line, I just want to say how well this support of around 458 held up today. We had numerous amount of interactions with that today, where I'm going to zoom this in even closer onto the 5-minute time frame so you guys can see even better. All of this was today, and you can see we were under, we were over, we were under, and then we closed above that line of support. And so one other thing that I want to show you guys, which is even clearer to see on this 5-minute time frame, is this trend line that we have actually been unknowingly trading in since about January 8th. So I think this trend line has very large significance in this uptrend because it started at the beginning of the uptrend. You can see here twice that we got rejected by resistance. We consolidated sideways, which was a buying opportunity. We came back up. We never tested it here, so you knew there was going to be a test, and we saw that test here. We got rejected again on this trend line. We've seen more consolidation, again, another buying opportunity. And the last couple of days, we gapped up above this trend line. We did treat it as support a whole bunch of times here, but I want to look a little bit closer to see what exactly was going on. So if we look here, we came down, we tested it as support, we bled down a little bit, we bounced back, bled down a little bit, bounced back, bled down, and again, we have interacted with this line a numerous amount of times. And so another line that I was looking at was this 458 line of resistance right here, which now we treated as support. And you could see we did bleed down below. So it was not an easy stock to trade if you were trading it, because it did have a lot of false breakouts. It did have a lot of bear traps. There were a lot of stuff going on with this one. So it wasn't as easy to trade as people would want, but that is to expect on a stock with so much volatility. But the biggest thing and the most bullish thing that I found today is that we held this line of support. We tested it multiple times, but then this uptrend line right at the end of market, we were rising up, we dropped, and as soon as we tagged this line of support, buyers came back in, and now we are sitting right here at around 496. And so what I am expecting to see with AMC is continued volatility these next couple days. And when a market is in the situation that it is now, you have GameStop short squeezing. Those of you who are paying attention to Blink charging, it also squeezed a little today. These are stocks that have tremendous amount of short interest. And the best thing you can do as an investor is not fight it. If you are trying to short these stocks, I wish you the best of luck. It is a very dangerous game to play because in situations and environments and market conditions like we're seeing right now, the last thing I would want to be doing is shorting one of these very high shorted stocks. And so with AMC, what I'm looking to see is if we can maintain this bullish momentum on this trend line. You can see how bullish this trend line is. This angle is very steep. And so if we can maintain above this line, we will see very green days. I still believe that this stock has a lot more room to run. And so I did sell call options today, but I ended up buying shares here right at the bottom of this trend line. So I was watching this trend line very closely to see if we were going to gap down. Biggest thing I was looking for today was to see if we were going to fill this gap down here, but we could not break this line of 458. So if you guys held and bought at this line of support, it was a good little quick swing play. But for the next couple of weeks and maybe months, I do see bigger and brighter days for AMC, and right now this is a big trend line that I am personally following. So if you are on this stock and watching this stock, I think this upward trend line is something to keep an eye on. In terms of short-term and medium-term lines of resistance, so today 517 was treated as resistance. If I zoom in a little bit, when market opened, we got rejected twice, and I knew we were going to test this line of support down here, but I did think we were going to bleed down a little bit more, but this support did hold up very well. Longer term resistance, look at this line right here at around 637. We do have a slight shorter term resistance here at around 580-ish, but I don't think that one is going to be as strong as the one up here at around 640. Do I think this stock has the ability to get to this point? I do. If we look at these SMAs right here, this green 50-day SMA, you can see slowly starting to creep up. It's not there yet, but it's creeping up. And I do expect to see this SMA above this 200-day SMA. I don't want to give you guys advice whether or not to buy or sell this stock because, again, I am just playing this off the basis that I think the stock is going to have a short squeeze, and that is obviously no guarantee. So if you guys are hopping in also believing in a short squeeze, please do your due diligence, because I don't want to be blamed in the comments that if you lost money or made money. At the end of the day, I am just presenting you guys information. Whatever you guys do with this information is up to you. I have shares in this and I sold call options, so that is my side and that's what I'm doing with this information. And so I am looking forward to see how this one trades. I would not be surprised if we see a couple more red days, but I really want to see if we can hold this uptrend line. And so that is a daily update for AMC. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. We're so close to 1K. Thank you to everybody who subscribed. This is Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and I will see you guys in the next one.